Thank you everybody for journeying through to this video. This is the last video for really this type of dive into the data applications. So what I'm showing you here is what is right below this video, and it's really broken down into really two main parts. One is it provides a calculator that allows you to look at your current state, your current spend, and then it provides another calculator to say, okay, how would you maybe want to shift that? What would the impact of it be? And so let me do this. I'm going to just walk you through this, and I'm going to focus in on the actual current spend calculator right here. And you can do this on the website right below, or you can also download this Excel spreadsheet, and it's in the Excel spreadsheet, and you can do it that way as well. What you can see here, I just put in some sample countries, right? So China, Cambodia, Puerto Rico, Switzerland, US. I put in some example dollars that equal $100,000. And then what is happening here is the Excel spreadsheet will pull in everything else from this column all the way over to this column. So all you have to do is enter in your country, enter in the amount that you're putting into that country, and everything else will be calculated. So what you'll see here, China, say we're investing $15,000. The power of the US dollar, so one US dollar in China equals about 1.6 US dollars. So what's happening here in the calculator, it's taking your $15,000, it's multiplying it times 1.6 to get $24,000. To show you really the power of your US dollar in China. I think just camping out on this point is a really important point for people in the church to understand, is that, again, understanding the power of your US dollar. And when you actually see $15,000 is basically the equivalent of over $24,000 in China, that should be very encouraging in many different ways. So we'll kind of come back to that a little bit later here as well, kind of keep moving here. The next thing that's pulling in is the percent of that country that's not Christian. And then it's also then showing you the population of that country that's not Christian. And so it does it for all of these, all the way down, right? For all these different countries. What I want to show you here is if you think about all the different investments that you're making, it's multiplying it times the power of the US dollar. And so it's giving you what the actual amount is. So what you see if you go down here, down to the total, this $100,000 is actually the equivalent of about $165,000. How you've diversified your investments across these different countries, which is, I think, a very powerful way to look at it. And then next, you'll see the need. You'll see that it totals the total population of countries that are not Christian, which is that you're investing in, which is 1.4 billion. So again, not that your dollars are going to go to every single one of those, but it's showing you the amount of people that your dollars could be impacting, right? So those are kind of important table stakes. And this, again, is focusing on the current state. Now, you assess your current state, and then you can use the research that has been provided up above, and the analysis has been provided up above, and you can say, okay, I want to actually look at optimizing my investments. So let me move over here. It's structured in the same way, but this is looking at future reallocation. And what I did here, I kept the 5 countries the same. So I have not deleted any of these countries, removed any of these countries. But I've added 2 countries. And hypothetically, you could say it's because of certain skill sets that I have, or maybe people that I know that I believe in that are there, and there's a high need and my dollars can go further in these countries. So all I've done, and then actually my dollar amount of 100,000 has stayed the same. So all I've done is I've shifted money around. I've taken, maybe increased money in one country, decreased investments in another country. And so the $100,000 has stayed the same. But now, here what you'll see is, look at the power of that $100,000 has increased to 274,000, almost 110,000 more than what it was in my current state. That is where people begin to start seeing the power of this simple type of calculation, but the power of it. And then also what you'll see by adding on these countries, I've also increased the amount of people that are not Christian in my universe that I'm investing in to about basically 1.5 billion. So I've increased that by about 100 million people. So what you'll see here is, this is basically on the very upper right hand side, is this is just showing you the delta. It's taking what is your future state minus your current state, which is the 274 minus that 165, and it's just showing you increased the effectiveness of your dollar, or the power of your dollar, by 109,000 as an example. And then same thing with the population not Christian, you've increased it by about 91 million. So what you can do on this on the calculator here on the website. You can change it. So what you can do here, I'll give you an example. I can just write over any one of these, just type in, let's say, a Nigeria I'm interested in, and it's not 15,000, let's just say I'm spending, I don't know, 5,000. And then what happens is it's going to calculate, as you can see, it's pulling in all the information and it's calculating it, right? You can do the same thing down here on the blank cells. Say I'm interested in Haiti. Say I'm investing 10,000 in Haiti right now. You see, then it's just populating. Now you probably want to, you can do it on the website, but if you ever refresh the website, obviously then the data is not saved, right? So, but you can always come back to it. But if you just download the Excel spreadsheet, you can just go through this. All you have to do, again, change what's in the country column and change what's in the current investment column, and everything else will be calculated. So this, again, tool is designed, it's a simple tool designed to help people who want to, again, optimize your decisions when it comes to investing. And again, this is something that can be used at the denominational level, the church level. Think of a mission committee, a university, an individual themselves. And just maybe the last thing I'll mention is these type of tools are what people investing billions of dollars in private equity, venture capital. If you're a CEO of a large Fortune 500 companies, you're using tools like this to help you make the best decision you can on your investments. So I hope that you find this helpful. And for those who really want to do a deep dive on the data, I would encourage you to go, there's a tab up above that says DS Lab. And there we're going to do a deep dive into the data, much more than this, and also the applications as well. So thank you again for watching this, and I'll look forward to seeing you in other videos.